Hey everyone, this is Sheila Bicknell, BlueWater Oracle, and I'm here to do a reading. It is Monday, August 7th, 2017, and it's a full moon. And boy, is it a full moon. Apparently, there's also an eclipse happening. It's been a full moon that's going to cover over 2 nights because it was a full moon in my area last night, and I checked and it's going to be again tonight. So this feels like a big one. How are you doing? How are you feeling with it? I myself am having a bit of a wonky day, a wonky few days. Energy's all wacky, ways of thinking, looking at things. There's a lot that's coming up to be changed and known and felt and released. So if you're in the same situation, I high five you. I totally get it. I understand. And hopefully the cards will bring us all some insight. And sometimes also what we need to do is just a reminder to connect. So I've had that a lot. And when those feelings are really wonky and intense and out of whack based on what we would prefer as humans, then finding a way to connect is super important. So, what is that way for you? For me, it's writing, it's breathing, it's working with the cards, it's being reminded of spirit, working with the energies that I perceive as my team, as well as my own spirit and soul and my body. What is it for you? Find the way that connects, that feels the best for you. So, let's have a look at the cards. So I have my cards laid out. They were laid out actually for a reading that I did yesterday, and they just wanted to stay out. So I asked the full moon energy to come in to infuse my beautiful selenite wand that, for those of you who've been following me for a while, I usually have this at my readings. I love it. It feels great. It's cleansing, it's supporting. It's usually part of my readings. So I asked that full moon energy come in and support it because it supports everybody else as well as the cards and me. So take a deep breath. Full moon energy, oracle cards, spirit, connection, communication, and support as always. So let's look here. What do we have? I think it's going to be 2 cards. I'm just looking to see who wants to play. I have my 4 decks. So we're going to do an earth magic one first. So you're breathing, and as you're breathing and thinking about information and insights for your highest good, make a note of what comes up for you. Because this is a general reading, so I will hopefully bring you insight and guidance through the cards that will help for you. But you're also coming into a space so that you can receive your own guidance more clearly. You may be somebody who receives guidance very easily, very clearly, intuitively, and I wish that for you. I hope so. You may also need a little bit of a pinpoint and a little bit of a reminder, in which case this could be that opportunity to connect for yourself, and therefore you will want to take note of information, messages, ideas, support, things to reflect on. Okay, so first card here. And just checking. So, and I want the second card. My brain says native spirit, but the card says no. So it actually says soul coaching. So I have the different decks here. So let's look at them. Breathing, shuffling. So we had one that flipped. We actually had 2 that flipped, but one felt it wanted to stay out. So I will get to that. But that doesn't actually feel like it is the card of choice for here. Oh, actually it is. Ooh, I told you, full moon energy, wild. So it's going to stay in the middle, that second card. How do I know? So I've learned to trust and I learned to ask. So when I'm not sure about a card, I really focus on it. I ask for guidance. A yes, no, is that the card? Some other signal, and then it will tell me. And then I trust. And by experience, by learning, by working with myself and the cards and other people, we get an understanding of how it works, how it feels. So now I have 3 cards. So hold on to your horses. It's not a 2-card reading, it's a 3-card reading. So the first card, but they are in order. All right, so one is already turned face up because that's the one that flipped over and told me it really wanted to make itself known. The other 2 are still face down. As I do, I pull them as I go along. So the first card is the meadow, the vulnerability card. All right. If I'm not mistaken, we had this not long ago in a reading. So it's coming up again. Now here I'm in summer. So we are in August, and it means that it's full blooming. We're the summer flowers, the summer meadows, grasses and flowers. Everything is in full steam ahead. We've had a lot of rain, so some things have decreased, but recently we've had more sun and heat, so it's all coming up. Lots of greenery. But here in the distance on this picture, we have a very, very barren mountainside, a very barren, looks like a cliff face. There's some small trees on it, but it's very different compared to the meadow leading up to it, which has sunflowers and other flowers and lots of grasses. So when I look at this meadow vulnerability card, it's really bringing my attention to that distance, to that if you were going through the meadow, where are you going to? What is your goal? What is your objective as you're moving forward? And I get the feeling that some people are really struggling with this. Now, at the same time, I hear people who are fantastic at this. They've got their vision boards. They've got their books of goals and objectives. They have their striving for today and what their intentions are, what their dreams are. So for some of you, that is going to be easy and perfect. But for others, there may be a challenge with this. It's actually something that I find challenging myself. So again, high five, I hear you. If for whatever reason you're challenged with this, here this is reminding us that there is a vulnerability there. There is a need to keep that sunny growth, that beauty of the meadow as you strive forward. Why does the meadow feel so nice? It feels so comforting and beautiful. It's because it has that color, it has that energy, it nurtures you. So if you feel that the next step is scary, is worrying, is full of anxiety, is not easy to get to the way you think it should be or could be, then it's because you're not filling it with color, with life, with vibrancy, with energy, with dreams. Not just goals, but dreams. Things that are really coming from that core place of you, that passionate side of you. You may not know how, and you're not supposed to know how. Just put it out there. Fill that horizon with color and beauty and energy. And that will make the journey there feel more appealing, more exciting, more interesting. All right? So yes, there's vulnerability here, but it's vulnerability to teach, and it's vulnerability to better understand why something is not shifting forward the way that you hope or the way that you want. So great message for me, hopefully wonderful message and helpful for you as well. Because our second card, full moon energy, big on, of course, it's going to be big. It's going to be huge. Why would it not be? We have the transformation card. So this transformation card is a very pretty night sky with a branch with a chrysalis, and then there's a butterfly. The affirmation on this card is, I am joyously centered and safe as wonderful changes occur around me. Changes to be expected. And I just listened to watching a program this morning, and they were talking about change and how some people love it and some people it scares them. It's to be expected. But know that within the change, there is transformation. And unless you are loving, full on loving where you are right now, you want that transformation. You want that change so you can experience more. Things of interest, things of excitement, things of love, of joy, so you can get into that centering even more so. Is there more? Yes, there's more, for sure. Even if you love your life, even if you're full of joy, all the better. You'll be able to step forward even more and bring that to others. So transformation. transformation. And it is a base of forming. So what are you forming? So again, it ties into that first card. When you look ahead, when you look and feel forward from this very moment, what are you forming? All right, what are you creating? So it starts with the very much now, and then you have that horizon so that you have a direction to go in and bring your energy in there. Beautiful. Butterflies, yay! Next card. We've got 3 different decks on here. Our next card is the Expecting Miracles card. So it's 2 hands with a beautiful flower, possibly a lotus, with branches around, and this orb of light, this ball of light. Miracles are blossoming in my life. So again, we've done full circle here. Makes sense, full moon, full circle. So we've come into the blossoms at the beginning in the Vulnerability Meadow card, which feels as though many people are really good at feeling and noticing that goodness of what is now. Then we're transforming, we're in the change, we're part of it. But as it occurs around us and within us, we want to stay centered and know that we're safe. Know it, feel it, hold on to it. And then it's expecting the miracles. So when you think about that right now, notice all the miracles happening. And when you plan for that forward space, when you look ahead and you put in those dreams, remember miracles. Not just what's possible, I wonder if, maybe this could be. No, bring it big, bring it beautiful. When you plant that seed of a flower, you're not planting it, and nature, when it does it in gardens, in meadows, in forests, it doesn't plant a seed saying, I wonder if that could be a wonderful tree. I wonder if that could be a really beautiful flower. No, it goes, this is the seed that is going to create the big oak. This is the seed that is going to create the wondrous rose or the amazing orchid. This is the seed that is going to provide life. Whether it blossoms, whether it feeds something, it is a seed of miracle from the very, very beginning of its essence. So you want to carry some of that up with you. Bring yourself up into that miracles and set your sights for them. So you can feel the miracles happening right now. You can help all the other energies by noticing what's miraculous. So for me, miraculous is I have these gorgeous stones. I have this wondrous connection with these cards that 20 years ago I wouldn't have expected, but I'm so thankful for. It's a gorgeous day outside. I live in a great place. We have this fantastic technology that I don't understand, but I'm happy. I love it. On my cell phone, I also have another piece playing. I've got music in the background. So these things are miraculous to me. Right? What's miraculous to you? And what do you want to step forward and set forward into? Full moon energy. We've got, again, the first card. The second card is actually a round because that's the nature of these cards. And the third card, we have this big, beautiful ball of light. Is it your soul? Is it the universe? Is it the world? Is it your heart center and all of its big, beautiful light there? The sphere, the round, is such a connector for all of us. So if you're wearing rings today, take a note, the round. If you're wearing bracelets, take a note. All right, look around. Are there rocks? Are there spheres? Are you near a labyrinth? Do you see that sphere image? Is there a snail where you are that gives you that sphere? All right. I thank you so much for being a part of this with me. You honor me by your presence. I loved hearing your comments and your feedback, and I hope that this oracle card reading session, this intuitive session with my cards has been beneficial to you. Again, I'm Sheila Bicknell, BlueWater Oracle. The decks I used today are the Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen Farmer, and from Denise Lynn, the Soul Coaching Oracle cards that jumped out and wanted to play, and then the Gateway Oracle cards. And all of these decks are available through Hay House, or the publishing house. Stephen Farmer, you can also go to his website, earthmagic.net, and Denise Lynn is deniselynn.com. In the background, which you may or may not have been able to hear, on my phone on YouTube, I had a song from Adrian Ziegler. First time I listened to it today, it felt appropriate. Of course, now I can't remember what it was called. It was Freedom Spirit. So I felt like I wanted something a bit more native. So he does almost like a Celtic native. So really cool, very interesting to give us that fiery energy and support from behind the scenes. Get in touch, personalized readings, online, email, in person in the Montreal region at BlueWater.com, BlueWater100@gmail.com for email. And of course, I'm on Facebook and YouTube at BlueWater100. Sorry, BlueWater Oracle. What am I saying? BlueWater Oracle on Facebook and YouTube. May the full moon bless you. May it bring you miracles and help you to see clear for the next phase and release what no longer serves you. I'm Sheila. Have a glorious day. Bye-bye.